Okay, everyone. Everyone was used to the gray CTS. It was in the videos, but it has gone on to greener pastures. I picked up this 03 here, dark blue in color, low miles, from the title loan people. And as you can see, someone decided to break into it at some point and did a really hacky job of it. But I know everyone's been waiting on more CTS videos. So I got this one, and it's a low mileage car, but it does have a salvage title from a flood. I think it's got 106,000 miles on it. Let's see, what else have I got? A young man named Matt, who's a viewer on this channel, told me this little white stink bomb here. And it is just, actually, it's like a sewer inside. It's gross. I'm going to be using this for a parts car. It is pearl white. It's got a lot of miles on it. Picked this one up off of Craigslist, and this is a 130,000 mile car, and it is just as clean as it can be on the inside for, you know, age of the car. I mean, it's a nice car. So we're going to be doing a motor swap on this because it popped a timing belt, and I'm betting. I am just betting. Because as we can see down here, they got all the pulleys off of it. And I don't know how well you can see that, but there's flaps of timing belt out of there. So I know everyone's been waiting on more CTS videos. So those are 3 of them. The 4th one I've got hiding over here. Picked this little stinker up from the dealer auction. It's kind of banged up, and you know, this is an unusual one. This is only the second 04 CTS I've ever seen with no sunroof. Only the second CTS I've ever seen with no sunroof. And not only that, but between this one and the white one, I actually have 2 of these taillight panels that are intact. But as usual, none of our third brake lights work. Yeah, this one, for some stupid reason, you have to pop that damn trunk from in there. The trunk pop doesn't work on this one or the white one. I think the door module petered out on this side. I'm not sure, but somebody, again, did some hacky bullshit there. This car is interesting just because it's such a base model CTS. I mean, how many have you seen that have, you know, El Manuel passenger seats? The driver's seat's still power. Rubber steering wheel, rubber gear shift knob. All it came with was a CD player, no tape deck. This one's kind of raggy. I'm probably gonna sell this one on a lot fairly cheap. And this is more or less an update than anything. Get past all the shitters here. The Dodge Magnum Chrysler 300 Identity Crisis car here. I get to put its new engine harness in, which is really absolutely completely unnecessary, but the guy I'm building this car for has the OCDs. So we drove it in here. We're going to drive it out. It's getting painted this weekend. Oh yeah. Back to my original thing. Now you can pick up cars pretty cheap from title loan places, but unfortunately a lot of the kind of people that take out title loans are what we call in the business filthy mofos. These carpets, this is the rear, and I know you can see a little bit of a spray pattern there where I dyed these a darker gray to hide some of the stains. Same with these 2 here. These carpets were so disgusting, I actually took them out of the car, and not just because they were dirty. This car was so infested with cockroaches, it wasn't funny, like, at all. So the first thing I tried to do was I just tried to bomb the car with them big old nasty bombs. The ones you gotta add water to, and they, like, catch fire and melt the little cups they're in. That didn't work. So I pulled the seats. This seat's actually, which way is it I rock it? It's loose right now because I haven't bolted it back in yet. Yeah, this car was so freaking gross. I pulled all the carpets out. I poured Purple Power on the carpets and let them sit for a good couple hours. Yes, Purple Power. Y'all can buy this stuff in advance. As you can see, I have to buy it by the 5-gallon bucket. So I just soaked them in Purple Power first. Then I brought the pressure washer out and I pressure washed them to oblivion. They still had a few stains and they were kind of faded anyway, so I just got a darker color of gray fabric dye. Dyed them puppies up. But back to how I got rid of the pest problem in the car. So after getting everything out and I just set the seat back in so I can move it around, I got the glue traps. I got the little Roach Motel bait stations. I got the gluey strips. And I combined all three of these. Another bait station. I combined the three of them. So, like, I bomb the car twice a day. I think I ended up putting off 4 boxes of bombs in this car, which is enough for like an 1,800 square foot house. So I bombed these disgusting little creatures back to the Stone Age. And I also had the glue traps set long ways here, because pretty much their only place they could hide would be go up in the dash. And I got the long, skinny glue strips, and 2 of them end to end, so they could not go back and forth at all without having to cross the glue strips. And after day 1, I took pictures, and I kept comparing the day 1 pictures where I was bombing and I had them on the run to, my results day per date. It's been about 2 weeks since I really bombed this car good, and I was not getting any more roaches on the glue traps. And what the hell is that? I don't think that's a roach. I think it's just a gnat running around. Yeah, that's not a roach. We're gonna kill it anyway. So, yeah, for like a week when I didn't get any more on the glue traps, I knew they had been decimated. I've checked under the juke padding there. I checked all up under the trunk. We have no more creepy crawlies. Yeah, this is actually one of the front turn signals, just, chilling in the trunk, because who needs front turn signals? These people must have been real dirt bags. But I mean, overall, the car, it's got, some body damage. That front bumper may or may not survive. The headlights are getting switched out with the ones from the white one. This driver door is probably getting switched out. So, yeah. The white one's pretty raggy on the inside anyway. I'm not going to move those before the city gets on my butt about parking on their easements. Yeah, see, there's another disgusting dead creepy crawly. But him's is dead. Dead. So if you have a car with some kind of vermin in it, don't just think you can bomb them once and you're done. No. Because then they gonna end up, and all it takes is getting one of them, on your pants and not realizing it before you take them to your house and they start infesting your house, and nobody wants that. Nobody. But yeah, this is actually really simple to do. There's 2 bolts in each seat, but they have to be forward. They can't be all the way back. They got to be forward a little bit to get to them, because if it's all the way back, you can always get to that one. But there's one back in here that is in a humdinger of a location. If the seat's all the way back, you can't get it out. Yeah. So I'm going to put this thing back together now and start cleaning the interior. Now, since I've bombed them back to the Stone Age, I took everything out of it. I dry backed it. Then I took more Purple Power and I soaked all the exposed metal areas and wiped them down, as best I could. There's a lot of grains. And yeah, I'm gonna pull the driver's seat back out, start putting carpets back in it, and all that kind of good shit, because I gotta start driving this thing. And if anybody has an 03 CTS, and I think this is the Sport Luxury that carries this particular wheel with the exposed lug nuts, and we all know how damn hard it is to find them in the junkyard if you need a wheel. Pure, simple, stupid doodah luck. I bought 4 of these in a month, and 3 of them had the wheels on them. All 4 of them. Go figure. When you figure that one out, let me know. Something else I wanted to mention. Your 04s. You can see the 03. Well, I think you can see it. I'm doing this on my phone as usual. You can see with the 03s, you get 1 exhaust outlet. I don't know why, but every stinking 04 I've ever seen has, can we see that? Got an exhaust there, and an exhaust there. So I don't know why, maybe it just must be 04s only, they all have true dual exhaust. Although, for example, as you can see, this one has the fold down rear seats. You can see the seam in the seat, with the 2 halves split to fold down. That red car doesn't have that. But anyway, everyone's probably getting tired of hearing me drone on. So next time when I come back, we'll have a video on actually how to work on these things. Oh, there is actually one thing I can show you while I'm in here. Okay. Got a little stud here, and the one on the other side, they fit in these little holes. They are 10mm nuts. This will let your entire cushion at the bottom of the seat come loose. And if, like this car, your damn power seat doesn't work, yeah, you can see it right there with my finger on it. There's a plastic casing over that. Well, that is just a spring cable, a large speedo cable. What I actually did was, to get the seat to move, is I just grabbed that plastic thing and I just yanked on it. And once it was out of the way, I'd take each end, I put it in the end, and I turn it with the drill some, get it to go the way I want. Then I do it on that end to even her up. So yeah, but this one, I believe all these modules underneath this seat are twashed. So I'll probably end up, and they're missing out of the white one, so I'll probably end up having to get the damn salvage order. Maybe when no one's looking, I'll take the ones out of the red car. All right, well, if anyone's got any questions about how to CTS apart to this degree, let me know. Do my best to help. But yeah, this is like the new project. And just to show y'all, if you think there are no more decent low mileage cars out there, 106,594. And that is the original mileage according to the title. But like I said, it is a swimmer. This car was in a flood. I don't know how deep of a flood or what have you, but it was still in a damn flood. This could be interesting also. Notice the load button. This may be a disc changer in here. But I mean, a lot of the stuff on this car functions flawlessly. Like I said, those work, but they're not what you want to really kill. But anyway, yeah. Well, look, there's a few more of them. There's a few more of them. There's a few more of them. I've been taking them out and trashing them. But yeah, I'm going to get to putting the carpets back in this puppy. And if anyone has a question, just hit me up. Let me know.